This week on KVQ Sports, we have plenty of in-depth looks into the players behind the games.
Here's our multimedia journalist, Jasmine Espinosa.
I hope you had a great Easter weekend and enjoyed your time with your family and loved ones. I know I did. Let's hop right into this week's sports action. UTRGV announced the hiring of Brandon Chambers as the new head coach for men's basketball. Chambers made 9 straight NCAA tournaments as assistant coach at Northern Carolina State University, McNeese, and Texas Southern, to name a few. Chambers will be formally introduced at a news conference at 10:30 today at the UTRGV Fieldhouse. From a new hire to promotion, Melanie Chandler will be the new associate head coach for women's soccer. Chandler was hired as an assistant coach in April 2023 and has been a stabilizing force within the program, often preserving and strengthening the program's culture by empowering student athletes to be the best version of themselves. In football news, the Vaqueros will host their football spring orange and white game this weekend at the Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville. Although redshirt junior quarterback Garrett Rangel is not scheduled to take a part in any action during the spring game, I spoke to the Vaquero last week to see what his plans are for the upcoming fall season and how he feels about playing for UTRGV.
I'm very excited. This is like a brotherhood. Coach Bush has done a great job establishing a culture here. I feel very special and blessed to be a part of this group and this team. And it's just great the way everyone loves each other and competes with each other.
Rangel grew up in Frisco, Texas, and graduated from Lone Star High School, where he played 3 consecutive years at Oklahoma State, starting in 2022 before moving to Virginia Tech in 2025. Rangel is just one of the many UTRGV football additions to sign with the Vaqueros early this year in February. He walks us through his day-to-day routine.
So I wake up, I don't know, about 8:30, 9 maybe. Make breakfast a little bit, study some of the plays that we have in that day. Sometimes I'll go meet with the coaches to go over some stuff, and so then around noonish, probably get some lunch.
A crucial part of his routine is his band warm-ups.
I get a band, I just kind of like do some stretch pull-apart, stuff like that, or lat pull-apart, something like that, and where I'll get a band, I'll hold it, and just kind of external stuff, just so I can warm up the area, warm up the muscles and stuff, and most of the time I really got to warm up my back.
Aside from football, Rangel enjoys watching movies, watching TV shows, and playing ping pong with his mom.
When I go home, me and my mom are playing ping pong all the time, and she gets mad when I beat her now because she can't beat me anymore. But yeah, I'd probably say ping pong, or watching movies, or grilling. I like to grill a lot, or just relaxing downtime. Rangel
says although he has big shoes to fill, he is readying himself for the challenge.
I mean, Eddie had a great season last year. Broke a lot of records, did great things. Yeah, for me, I'm just gonna, like I said, take it one day at a time and just try to be the best I can be.
You can see Rangel in action later this fall when UTRGV football returns. Over to baseball. Despite the numerous challenge, player injuries, and team setback, the Vaqueros remain determined and have their sights set on winning conference.
Our goal is to get in the regional. To get in the regional, you got to make your tournament. And when you make your tournament, you got to win your tournament, you're in a regional.
As of Sunday, the Vaqueros held a 5.16 earned run average among all pitchers. Head coach Derek Matlock says one of his goals is to improve the pitcher's performance on the mound.
Pitching's got to get better, and they're in here. They're here. Who's going to step up and do it? There's tons of guys that have the ability. We got to have some guys pitch better than they've ever pitched. Not above their ability, but just to their ability. Not asking them to do any more than they can.
UTRGV is 5th in the Southland Conference with a 9-9 record. The overall record for the Vaqueros is 14-18. Matlock says the team faced a lot of obstacles last year, but he hopes a healthy roster will help the Vaqueros succeed in conference play.
Injuries happen to everybody right now. We're all going through it. We're on the grind of it. We got to get locked into everything on the weekends and try to run ourselves up in the top of this conference, get a good seed, maybe even be able to play at home in the tournament, and have all these pitchers healthy, which is what we didn't have last year.
The Vaqueros will take on Houston Christian University Huskies later this afternoon at home. On to the court, men's tennis is getting ready to serve up some action in its upcoming Southland Conference play. With the Vaqueros experiencing a rough season, head coach Nathan Robinson says the team's performance has been a little below average.
We've competed very, very well. We've been in a lot of matches, very, very tight matches. Haven't finished the job as much as we'd like to, but overall, a very competitive year for us. We just got to finish a little bit better down the end.
Robinson says the Vaqueros have not lost momentum throughout the season, and the team continues to stay confident in its matches.
Some guys have gone through some losing streak here or there, but they haven't really lost the confidence in knowing if they show up and do things right, there's very few teams that can hang with them.
Sophomore tennis player Loic Young says reflecting on his matches with his team helps them prepare to win.
Mentally, we attempt to be all together. Sometimes we get together and we talk a little bit about the match and we try to mentally prepare to win. As in the end, it does not matter.
Young says the matches are not easy, however, motivation and support from his teammates help him perform better.
What motivates me is obviously to win conference, and being with all of my teammates supporting one another, it's the best. And I like being over here, and I hope we do well in the tournament. It has shown me that no match is easy. It could be first or second division or whatever. No match is easy, and we must face every match like if it was the best day more than anything.
With only 2 games left before entering the South End Conference, the Vaqueros will face off the Nicholls State University Colonels later this afternoon at home. Best of luck to both teams. We'll see if their practice pays off.